Had a wicked cough right as I was starting the stream. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, everybody. So, I was going to redo a effort I was going to do yesterday to bless Cat Abughazaleh. So, once again, from the Church of Judas, from the Fairy Liberation Front, from the Pillar Revolution and Peace Black Party, from the Ultraviolet Lions, from the Blue Lions, from the Green Lions. Bless Cat Abughazaleh. From the Pink, Purple, Rainbow Lions, I'm sure as well. From the Gray Lions, Silver Lions, from all the different lions in the Lion Society. I don't speak for the Black Lions, but they're the ones who got it all started. And I'm pretty sure that they would support Cat Abughazaleh as well. In fact, I should probably make an effort to connect the Black Lions and Cat Abughazaleh. That's probably what I'll do after this stream. But before I got on to do the blessing, redo the blessing for Cat Abughazaleh and for Nancy Guthrie and for all journalists, because Cat Abughazaleh is also a journalist. Before I did that, I saw about Emiru, and I'll just give you my history with Emiru. I've seen 3 pieces of content about Emiru in my entire life. These are the 3 pieces of content I've seen about Emiru. Well, I'll tell you in a minute. I'll just tell you what I saw right now. I saw Shushi Mushi calling out Emiru for her response when asked about ICE. And he had a great video, made a lot of great points. That you lose your career, and hopefully she'll be losing her career. She'll have to get a real job or live off her savings or something. But you lose your career. Actually, what she'll probably do is go full right wing, because what happens is they sponsor people like this who are neutral, who make neutrality acceptable or normalize neutrality in the face of kidnapping and fascism. And then once they fail in their neutrality, once they're canceled, these people find out what they really represent, like people are finding out about Emiru, then they'll just become full on right wing. They just go hawk to a girl. They just go Sydney Sweeney, whatever. I guess Sydney Sweeney didn't necessarily do that. She kind of pulled it back from that eventually, but she seemed to be going that way. Like, oh, okay, I'm only going to be a star for the fascists, for the right wing. Well, I think there'll be enough of them. Well, first of all, there shouldn't be enough of them. We should shame those people until there aren't any of them anymore, and they can't even support a content creator. But secondly, that should be the reason why you get canceled. If you can't call out the fascists, you're a fascist. Failing to call out fascists is fascist. Failing to call out Nazis is Nazi. So when Shmooshi Mooshi made a comment about Emiru and somebody responded to her, it just doesn't make her a Nazi. He was like, I wasn't calling her a Nazi. I'm like, well, you had my support. I mean, he still has my support. Shmooshi Mooshi still has my support. But I'm like, but she's a Nazi. Like, the difference is, if you're not criticizing Nazis, you're a Nazi. Especially when your best friend, the one who's, co-streaming with you or whatever, is also a Nazi. Like, it's pretty obvious. So Emiru's a Nazi. She's getting canceled. Who knows if she'll get kidnapped? But a lot of people probably would kidnap her, and now that they have the excuse. I never curse people, dude. I just curse Nazis. I only curse Nazis, and look what happened. You lost one. You lost one of your queens, Emiru. So, yeah, this is what happens. I'm going to keep cursing Nazis. Didn't Joe Rogan die too? Like, I'm going to keep cursing Nazis. Y'all are going to keep losing. Sorry. And I'm also going to bless Cat Abughazaleh, because that's what we failed to do yesterday. We're doing this live to help protect and save Nancy Guthrie and America and journalism and free speech and the First Amendment. And we're doing this live to help save the Second Amendment and America. And in honor of the martyr gun owner, American hero Alex Preddy, who they murdered for having a gun because he had a gun. And they'll do the same thing to you if you have a gun. If you have a gun, you're basically letting Trump sign your suicide note because he's going to call you a terrorist, murder you, and take your gun. But the same for if you're a journalist, Trump's threatening to kidnap your mom. Trump's making it very obvious. They released this person of interest that they falsely arrested. You know how the Timu KGB FBI is always falsely arresting people? They came to my house. You know how the Timu KGB FBI is always falsely arresting people? Joe Rogan died from stupidity. Good. It is terminal. It is a terminal condition. So Well, dude, if you agree with me political, why are you even speaking up about the cursing? Like, seriously. Okay, are you going to kidnap Emiru? Is your plan to kidnap Emiru? I'll help the FBI here. Is your plan to kidnap Emiru? Emiru. I don't even know how to say her name. I've only heard about her 3 times. Now that y'all are here, I'll give you my full history with Emiru. Emiru. Emiru? Is that how you say it? Emiru? I'll give you my full history with Emiru. I've seen 3 videos on Emiru. About a year ago or whenever it happened, I saw the video, the day after it happened. I saw videos about her because somebody aggressively hugged her at a con. I would say assaulted her because that's what she said, but now that bitch is a Nazi, so fuck her, right? If anybody wants to kidnap her, it's just golden rule shit. Do unto others as... So a hug is nothing compared to a kidnapping. And now she's like begging for a kidnapping. So don't really care about the person who hugged her because they liked her. Now that people don't like her, when people who don't like you kidnap you, it's a lot worse than when people who like you kidnap you. I'll put it that way. How is she a Nazi? If you don't criticize Nazis, you're a Nazi. You sound like a Nazi too, Penguin, just for not knowing that. Okay? Like, seriously. We're not dealing with Nazis in this stream this day. We had Nazis in here yesterday when we were trying to do a simple live to bless Cat Abughazaleh. And now it's bless Cat Abughazaleh and bless Nancy Guthrie, sure. Bless everybody who's against Nazis, sure. But fuck the Nazis. If they get kidnapped, it'll give the FBI something to do, instead of coming to my house. If people start kidnapping casual MAGA, it'll give the FBI something to do. If ICE starts kidnapping each other's wives, because they can find out when each other's wives are at home alone. And if ICE starts kidnapping each other's wives, we'll have something. Yeah, we'll put them in the camps they made for us. Okay, that's a good excuse, Penguin. So maybe educate yourself before... I'll answer your question. Let's answer your question because you didn't know what we were talking about. Penguin says, how is she a Nazi? So I just turned on YouTube today and found out Emiru was a Nazi. Okay? She's a Nazi because people asked her opinions on ICE and she, stumbled. She fumbled. She didn't answer correctly. Okay? So she's canceled for being a Nazi. Do you know who Emiru is? I only know who Emiru is from 3 videos. One was when she was hugged at a con and she made a big deal about it. Now that she's supporting kidnappers, I think hugging at a con, that's nothing. What about if somebody decides to kidnap her? Because I'm sure she has enough fans that some of them are kidnappers. Now she's reduced her fans to only kidnappers. Her only fans are kidnappers. Emiru's only fans are kidnappers. You know what I'm talking about? Emiru's only fans are kidnappers. Emiru's only fans. There we go. Emiru is Asmongold's friend. This isn't surprising. Thank you, John Funny. I didn't ever know who Asmongold was other than Ned and YouTube was trying to push some of his videos on me. Never heard of this loser Nazi before. But now I know who he is, and fuck Asmongold. And fuck his family, and fuck his stream, okay? And fuck all his supporters. Okay, I'm cursing Asmongold. I'm cursing all his supporters. I'm cursing his family, and I'm cursing Trump, Putin, and Netanyahu through him. What were we saying about Emiru's OnlyFans? What were we saying about Emiru's OnlyFans? Do you guys know what we were saying about Emiru's OnlyFans? Anybody remember what we were saying about Emiru's OnlyFans? Emiru's OnlyFans are kidnappers now. So when you have a fan base that are all kidnappers, how long is it going to be till one of them kidnaps you? You were whining about somebody giving you a hug? I'm just trying to give the FBI some work because the FBI is fucking a bunch of traitor losers protecting. While you're in the tub, clean those nails. Good point. Good point. Try breathing exercises for inner peace, brother. Try a bath. Dude, baths are nice for inner peace. Check out the Church of Judas. We're going to replace all patriarchy, Christianity, war, and Trumpism. Church of Judas replaces all patriarchy, Christianity, war, and Trumpism. Check out hashtag Church of Judas to replace all patriarchy, Christianity, war, and Trumpism. Check out the Fairy Liberation Front. Fairy Liberation Front for all fairies. Everything's fairies. Fairy Liberation Front for all fairies. Nature, art, digital communications. Fairy Liberation Front are obviously helping us in Emiru's career. So Emiru's only fans are kidnappers, right? Thanks, Mr. Turtle Duck. Thanks for being here. I appreciate your continued support, Mr. Turtle Duck. Okay. I don't know what 13 Reasons Why is. Sorry about the Nazis in chat. They're just here to get kidnapped. Yeah, that equals Nazi. Gizmo, today that equals Nazi. Okay? The thing is, you sound like a Nazi defending a Nazi who's defending a Nazi. That's all it is, dude. Once you stop defending Nazi Emiru, you'll stop looking like a Nazi. Right now, you're looking like a Nazi. Let's look at you. Let's figure out if you're a Nazi or not. This is Gizmo-J2. Oh yeah, you didn't know? I could see your real profile name. Gizmo-J2J. Looks like Gizmo-J2J. Channel activity joined 2 years ago, has 38 subscribers. You seem kind of like just an inactive person, but you have a Scream, Munch, the artist Munch, I think. You have the Scream from the artist Munch profile picture. Anyway, we got any humans in chat? Is it just Trump Mutineers? Any humans or good spirits in chat, or just Nazis? I know y'all are all Nazis, dude. This is Ego Death. Thank you, generic username. Generic surname. Generics or mommy. Generic Simami? Sorry, I can't read your name. Look at you, Tyler D, security. Why am I looking at you, Tyler? No, I know who you were, Tyler D. Dude, nobody's interested in Nazis, okay? We're not doing the Nazi thing today. You're lucky I'm not blocking you guys, but it's just not worth reading your comments to bother blocking you. Mr. Turtle Duck, you're making fun of it. That's pretty Nazi of you to call me a Nazi. Yeah, it's like they pretend to know that Nazis are bad, but then they also pretend to not know that they're Nazis. It's pretty pathetic. Like, I know everything I am. I mean, I'm probably some things I don't know, but like, I know enough of things about what I am. You know, I'm a leftist, I'm American, I'm a fairy, I'm a witch, I'm anti-racist. Like, I can just say everything I am, you know? All these Nazis, they can't admit they're Nazis, but we all know it. From the Italian Post-Fascist Party. Thank you, Italian Canadies. Italia Canadies. Have we met before? Your name sounds kind of familiar. I mean, I can just look you up and see if we've met before. Anyway, bless Cat Abughazaleh. If you're not following to and watching Cat Abughazaleh every day, then you're not doing what you could be doing to save America. Come on, y'all. Follow Cat Abughazaleh. Saint Brian of the Addicts. Most people don't know he had a saint for addiction. And there's lots of saints for things. Anyway. Okay, I'm going to shut down for a minute. You guys can keep talking, but here, we're going to hide the video. We're going to just did a quick transition to the bed. Welcome to the Pillow Revolution. Hi. Who's a complete oxymoron? Trump Mutineers or Space Force in the streets, Flat Earth in the sheets? Is that what we're talking about? Trump and Trump Mutineers and Putin? Donica Putinsky? Are we talking about Donica Putinsky and his daddy Vladdy? Yeah, nobody likes Israel. See, when you're trying to smear someone by saying that they're like you, when you're trying to say, I'm going to make fun of you or criticize you or slur you by saying, you're like me, you support Israel. No, dude, ain't nobody support Israel. All you're saying is you're fake. Yes, Israel is very based. Dude, I don't speak incel libertarian. What does based mean? I don't know what based, simp, or alpha mean because I don't speak incel libertarian. Okay, so you incel libertarian Nazi Trump Hooteneer fucks worshiping Donica Patinsky and his daddy Vladdy are going to have to come with some definitions of those words because I don't speak incel libertarian. It's not really very unique, but thank you. It's a little unique. Thank you, though. Yeah, that's my art. Let's see. Hello, friend. It's funny. Somebody said, "Do you have any friends?" And then the next person said, "Hello, friend." Like, y'all want to do any more magic? Let's manifest anti-Trump people. Let's manifest the people who hate Trump, the people who are going to cancel Emiru. Let's manifest the people who are going to rescue Nancy Guthrie. Let's manifest the people who are going to elect Kat Abughazaleh. The very easiest thing you can do is elect Kat Abughazaleh. You can engage with her content. You can buy her stickers. You can share her posts. You can buy her comic book for $25. You can buy her comic book and get it signed by her and get stickers for $50. These are the things you can do. Do any of you have $50? Sorry. If you got $50, put a dollar sign in chat. And then give it to Kat Abughazaleh. Get one of her signed comic books and stickers. It's a great investment. This political memorabilia is worth lots more than other things in the future. I wish I had my Obama signs from when I went to the Obama caucus. They're probably worth a lot. Yes, follower of Christ. No, not Christ, dude. Jesus. Your Christ is Antichrist, okay? The Christ of Christianity is Antichrist. I follow Jesus. Jesus replaces the Christian churches for their Trumpism. Check out the Church of Judas. Our Judas beats your Jesus. Okay, we're not even getting into the real Jesus. Our Judas beats your Jesus. Judas beats the Jesus of Christianity. Okay? Jesus is from the goddess. Are you ready for information here? Because I wrote a whole book about this, dude. I'm not wearing any clothes right now, but I wrote this whole book, the Book of Judas. And you can just check out my hashtag, the Church of Judas, and I'll read you a section right now. The last thing Jesus says in this paragraph is that on the last day, they will be found guilty. Just before he says, it has been said to the human generations, look, God has accepted your sacrifice from the hands of priests. That is the minister of error. The priests are the ministers of error. Jesus is telling Judas 2,000 years in advance that the church is going to be evil. Why are priests the minister of error? For telling people God has accepted their sacrifice? This dynamic has echoes throughout the rest of human history, and from the indulgences that helped spark the Reformation to tithing and confession to evangelicals forgiving you through the television and asking for your credit card. Jesus contradicts this by saying, but the Lord who commands is Lord over everything. So he is saying these priests are in error to accept these sacrifices on behalf of God and are leading everyone to be found guilty instead of worthy. So Jesus is going to correct it for us. And he tells them the next. Jesus says to them, stop sacrificing animals. Did you read that in any of your Bibles? Jesus told all the disciples, stop sacrificing animals. You've offered them over the altar, over your stars with your angels where they've already been completed. So let them become something with you and let them become clear. Yeah, dude, I get Gene Wilder in that one movie, probably Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Yeah. We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of the dreams. Yeah, what's up, Total Luck? It's the Book of Judas. I wrote it. It's the Book of Judas. It's based on the Gospel of Judas. This is what it looks like when you look for it on Amazon. I'm gonna get back in the bath. Yes, Jesus is black. You know, dark skinned, Palestinian. That was your question? Hold on a second. You guys get a better question up while I'm getting back in the bath. Give me just a second. Thank you for your patience. I'm almost back in the bath. You can open your eyes now. Or you can open your eyes pretty soon. Yeah, thanks for checking out my books. I've got a lot of books, but probably the most important one is I got a lot of books, but probably the most important one is the Book of Judas so far. So thanks for being here. Sorry about the fascists in chat. They're not really needed. We just need more good people. I'll just put it that way. All good people are welcome in the chat. All fascists and stuff are just here to get cursed, to carry curses back to Trump and Putin and Netanyahu for us. So cursing Trump, Putin and Netanyahu and Modi. We do get a lot of trolls from India. So cursing Trump and Putin and Netanyahu and Modi in the chat. Cursing Emiru. So I didn't even know we were cursing Emiru until today. I found out we cursed Emiru. So well done, Emiru, whatever her name is. So I saw 3 things about Emiru. I've now in my life seen 3 things about Emiru, and I'm an expert. The 3 things I saw about Emiru was she was making a big deal whining about some fan hugging her at a convention. I forget what the convention was, but it was run by like Microsoft or Google or something. She was whining that the Google representative didn't give enough sympathy for her when a fan hugged her. Well, the thing is, I was on her side then because I'm like, yeah, she felt like this was an assault, an attack. And so, but now I realize, no, she was just making a big deal about a hug because she's going to minimize assaults and kidnappings and attacks. So if she was kidnapped, just hypothetically, if someone kidnapped Emiru, then she'd know what the difference was between being kidnapped and assaulted and being hugged. But since she supports kidnapping, what's good for the goose is good for Emiru. What's good for Emiru is good for the gander. Since she supports kidnapping, somebody might take it into their mind to kidnap her. I'm just saying, like, this is the way I think. Oh, when people are like, oh, everybody's leaving my favorite streamer because she supports kidnapping, and I support kidnapping, so I'm going to continue to support her. You see what I'm saying? Like, when she reduces her following, when Emiru reduces her following to kidnappers, and her kidnappers are all very into her, some of those kidnappers will probably kidnap her. You know what I'm saying? Like, then she'll find out the difference between an aggressive hug and kidnapping. But it made me think Google or Microsoft, if they have an ongoing case where they're trying to defend their reaction to the person who hugged her, they could easily say now, well, she supports kidnapping. So since she supports kidnapping, she is just she probably staged this. She probably had someone come up and aggressively hug her so she could act like that's a bigger deal than kidnapping. You see what I'm saying? So they have a good legal defense now. She should lose all of her followers, or most of her followers, so that she has to get a real job, or she has to rely on the right for her sustenance so that she confirms even more that she's a Nazi and people further get her. Am I in the tub? Very perceptive. What's wrong with kidnapping? We're talking about ICE agents. We're talking about ICE agents and Trump, or the Trump boutonnieres. We're talking about Emiru supporting kidnapping. We're also talking about Nancy Guthrie, who was kidnapped. We're talking about Kat Abughazaleh, who was kidnapped briefly, but she was also, assaulted, like actually assaulted by not Emiru assaulted, but actually assaulted by ICE agents. Not, dude, like, oh, do you remember me? Dude, nobody cares about you. You're one of the lives that don't matter. I should probably block you. No, dude, you're an idiot. Boo-boo. Do you know who Emiru is? I'm saying Google or Microsoft or whoever it was that she was, whining that they didn't do a good enough job protecting her from a fan hugging her, can easily say, well, she supports kidnapping. So who cares if a fan hugged her? She supports kidnapping. She probably staged that fan hugging her to make a big deal about stuff so that when she came out as pro-kidnapping, it minimizes kidnapping. It further minimizes kidnapping if someone who says, oh, kidnapping is fine, has thrown a huge fit over a fan hugging her. I mean, you guys, I'm not expecting you guys to understand anything. You guys are MAGA. You guys are Trump boutonnieres. You don't have a functioning brain. Putin does your thinking for you, or whatever. Putin owns your skulls. Who's blue? Oh, Blue's a Nazi, but you guys are Nazis too, right? Like we don't like you guys. Sticky, are you anti-Nazi yet? Like Sticky was neutral yesterday too. But see what happens, Sticky? When you're neutral, you get canceled. Like Emiru. Everybody talks about you. Everybody hates you. Somebody might eventually kidnap you because of what you supported. See how that works, Sticky? You got to stand up against Trump, dude, or you're going to be put down with him. Somebody didn't like the word kidnapping and kidnappers in reference to ICE. Well, they could stop kidnapping people. If you don't want people to call you Nazis, don't be Nazis. If you don't want people to call you kidnappers, don't be kidnappers. It's pretty simple. If you don't want people to cancel you for supporting kidnapping, oppose kidnapping. So when you lose your career because you can't say the simple thing, fuck kidnappers and terrorists, then that's what you get. Okay, sorry we don't have any humans in chat yet. If you are a human main character, if you're in any way a good person, while there's 13 people, I'll go back to the Church of Judas stuff. Jesus set Judas aside to replace all patriarchy, Christianity, war, and Trumpism. I live in Ghana. It doesn't affect me too much. You don't think Trump's going to invade Ghana? Have they talked about invading Ghana yet? You don't think Trump's going to take your country? Anyway, look up the Black Lions. You live in Ghana, but the Black Lions in Ethiopia had to fight the Nazis. And they had to fight the Nazis in Ethiopia. So the Nazis are coming to Ghana, you dumb fuck. Like, it's time to wake the fuck up. You can help us overthrow the Nazis in America. And then if you have bad leaders in Ghana or in countries nearby you, we can help overthrow them too. Come on, dude. Get the fuck with it. Yeah, you're going to call ICE agents on Russian Orthodox churches? K2MC85? We can call ICE agents. We can call ICE on synagogues and Russian Orthodox churches. We can go ahead and tip their hand because they're going to be coming for, well, maybe not Russian Orthodox, but they're going to be coming for Jews. Don't think they're not coming for Jews next. They're already starting that pivot. Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, Matt Gaetz, they're all there to make that pivot so they can start genociding Jews next. They're Nazis, dude. That's what they do. Seems far more peaceful now. I lived through it. What are you talking about? What's more peaceful? Anyway, I'm not going to read any comments from people who aren't anti-fascist. Fish Stick is here. Thanks for being here, Fish Stick. Have you made any comments yet? No, you just got here. I'll read your comments, Fish Stick. You're good enough. You qualify. We're really only looking for main characters in chat. We're not looking for trolls. Trolls can fuck off. Just go somewhere else. We're looking for main characters. We're going to save Nancy Guthrie from the MAGA kidnappers. No, you're not good enough. Oh, you are anti-fascist? I'm sorry. Or if you're anti-fascist, you're good. I wasn't talking about you, dude. I mean, I didn't notice you were here. Let me take a look at your comments. I'm sorry. Your comments so far. Why ain't no one talked about Obama and his deportation? No, you don't sound like you're anti-fascist, dude. I recall those motherfuckers breaking into our house. Now they do target arrest. No, dude, you're not anti-fascist. You're a fascist. Okay, yeah, you're a fascist. We're going to go ahead and curse you. We're going to curse your family. I think we can get ICE to come back and kidnap some of your family right now. If they came once under the Obama years, ICE probably has 4 or 5 people at your house they can take. Let's see, his name is Real Victor Leon. Only the R is capital. His name is Real Victor Leon. He's got a deportable family. Let's just send ICE there. They can get some bonuses. Real Victor Leon has a deportable family. He joined 10 years ago and he has 18 subscribers and he wears Oakley. He wears those stupid sunglasses in his profile picture. So you got an easy catch there. Real Victor Leon, how many people in your household for ICE to kidnap? How many people in your household for ICE to kidnap? You got any little sisters? Dude, that'll make them come today. You got any little sisters? That will make them literally come today. They will come today for your little sisters. Got any little sisters? No, dude, do you have any little sisters at your house where ICE can come kidnap them? Do you have little sisters at your house for ICE to come kidnap? Like, how long do you guys think it'll be till somebody kidnaps Emiru? But do you have little sisters at your house for ICE to kidnap? Hey, bro, you got little sisters at your house? It says yes or no. You left, didn't you? You got scared and left. That's a good plan. Oh, no, you typed more. Do you have little sisters at your house for ICE to come kidnap? I'm trying to incentivize ICE to come to your house to kidnap you next and your family. You said your family was deportable. Didn't you say your family was deportable? Yeah, little sisters. Little brothers, too. They'll kidnap your little brothers. Dude, your little brothers will make ICE come. How young are your brothers? The younger, the better for ICE. Your little brothers will make ICE come. Collect the bonus for turning him in. You can collect the bonus, Skippy. Why don't you collect the bonus? Why don't you turn him in and collect the bonus? We're just turning in MAGA. We're turning in MAGA like Emiru and her family to ICE agents. We're turning in synagogues and Russian Orthodox churches. No, dude, you're deportable. No, you're deportable, dude. You said ICE broke into your house? You're deportable, dude. They probably want to cover up their mistake of breaking into your house. What was that, 10 years ago? They can come break into your house now and deport you and your family. That's awesome, isn't it? What you going to get deported to, Real Victor Leon? El Salvador? You think you'll get lucky and get deported to CCOT in El Salvador where they'll just grind you up like fucking Soylent Green? You think that's where you're going to get to go to, you and your family, Real Victor Leon? You think you'll get to go to Alligator Auschwitz in Florida? You think Donica Patinsky will send you to Alligator Auschwitz? Is that what you're hoping for? You want to get eaten by people or alligators? Because we can put you guys in some of the camps you made for us and just leave you there without any food. The racism is bleeding through. This is why we voted for Trump. We voted for Trump to stop the racism. Stupid ass Nazi. Stupid ass Nazi using non-white emojis. No, you can't see my feet. Y'all be in the bath till Trump's gone. Y'all get mad about it. I just made a highlight of making fun of Real Victor Leon. 100% he sits in the shower and hasn't taken one in years. You want to put everybody in showers, don't you, Real Victor Leon? You're a typical MAGA Nazi, huh? Typical MAGA Nazi. 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 Overdosing? I mean, yeah, any dose of MAGA Trump-Putin is too much, but I'm not taking it. None of these typical MAGA Nazis. I'm just making fun of them. So we're going to save Nancy Guthrie from the MAGA Trump-Putin kidnappers. Everybody knows MAGA kidnapped Nancy Guthrie because MAGA brags about it in comments. Aren't you guys bragging about kidnapping Nancy Guthrie? You're trying to say, she kidnapped herself. All this stuff. Aren't you guys bragging about kidnapping Nancy Guthrie in your terrorist attack on the First Amendment? Just like you're bragging about executing, murdering Alex Preddy in your terrorist attack on the Second Amendment. Dude, I think I'm just going to block you, Sticky, because you kind of suck. I wasn't blocking anybody today. I'm just going to put you out for 10 minutes. So till the end of the live, probably. Dumbass. Robert Maxwell McGraw-Hill. Are you talking about Ghislaine Maxwell's dad? If you're exposing Epstein and the Epstein class, you're in the right place. Welcome to the Ultraviolet Lions, Blue Lions. We're supporting Kat Abughazaleh. If you're not currently watching Kat, K-A-T, thank you. You're watching Kat Abughazaleh then? I don't need to tell you how to spell Abughazaleh, A-B-U-G-H-A-Z-A-L-E-H. So, yeah, if you're not following Kat Abughazaleh yet, follow her. Follow Lauren Pietra. These are some people I can recommend. We're going to save Nancy Guthrie. We're going to stop Trump's terrorist attack on the First Amendment. We're going to stop Trump's terrorist attack on the Second Amendment. We need to ally with the NRA at this point. We need to get the NRA fully on our side against Trump. Trump will be trying to take all their guns and round them up pretty soon. So it should be an easy ask. But now we're going to need the NRA on our side. So we're going to need to actually be nice to some of these ex-Trump boutonnieres. Thanks for being here, though. Guess what? What? Oh, Timu. Timu sent me an alert. I was like, what is this alert? Anyway, thanks for being here. Guess what? I call this ultraviolet lions and blue lions, especially because we're part of the lion family started by the black lions, which is going to overthrow all tyranny. Mane and tail shampoo is the shampoo. It works for horses or people. Robert partnered with McGraw-Hill to make U.S. textbooks. Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude, they've been indoctrinating this for a long time. No one wants you here, Skippy. No one wants you anywhere. You're a Klansman, and no one likes Klansmen Trump boutonnieres. All you really do is confirm that Trump is liked by the Klan. Because you're a Klansman, and you're going to say pro-Trump things, and you're going to admit that you're a Klansman. So all these other people who are fine with you being a Klansman to support Trump are all Klansmen too. This is why Emiru is getting canceled, why Emiru will likely get kidnapped, because she's going to reduce her fan base to only kidnappers. And some of those kidnappers will kidnap her. Just a psychic prediction. I'm not advocating kidnapping. I'm obviously against kidnapping. But since the FBI, that's supposed to be an agency that stops and protects people from kidnapping, is helping kidnappers, then, we got to call them out too. I use that shampoo in my lab. It's good stuff. Thanks. As you can tell, I haven't really been using the shampoo. It's just there to trigger people. That's the thing, bro. You're talking about things that have nothing to do with Trump. He didn't write the textbook. He made the country safer, beautiful to live in. He didn't write the textbook. He didn't write the textbook. He didn't write the textbook. Since that was something that, what's your name? Guess what? Mentioned. I'll let him respond to you if you want about the textbook. Dude, Epstein helped him write the textbook, right? Who are we talking about? Ghislaine Maxwell's dad, Epstein, and Epstein helped write the textbooks. Epstein was afraid of two groups of people, the Black Panthers and the Bernie supporters. They neutralized the Bernie supporters by blacking out the media. He was scared of the Black Panthers apparently decades after the Black Panthers ceased to exist. So he was scared of people emulating the Black Panthers with the Black Lives Matter movement. And people are now emulating the Black Panthers, except now it's the Black Lions. So check out the Black Lions, but also check out all the other lions. Maybe the FBI agents will be halt. Dude, they're not getting you like that. But maybe you should just go flirt with some FBI agents and go have sex with them consensually instead of hoping that they kidnap and rape you. Like, seriously. Cook's Den, making you a mod is a nice offer. I've never had a mod before. I kind of like it that way, but see all these losers. Oh, fake Sticky is back. Oh my god, dude. I told you it was only 10 minutes. You couldn't wait 10 minutes? See, this Klansman wants to be a mod. We don't need mods. Thanks, Danny. Yeah, it's pretty chill. I'm anti-Trump, and I get a lot of Trump trolls in here, so sometimes I get a little heated. Right now, I'm kind of gloating because Emiru got canceled, and she's probably going to get kidnapped because she's reducing her fan base to only kidnappers. Her only fans is kidnappers. Emiru's only fans is kidnappers. Yeah, I say automatic citizenship for everyone ICE contacts and compensation, life in prison for all ICE and all their enablers, or execution or deportation to Siberia. Put them in the camps they made for us. Put them in the camps they made for us. Put them into the camps they made for us. Grab them by the posse. I say Trump boutonnieres or Space Force in the streets, flat earth in the sheets. I coined the phrase grab them by the posse. I coined the phrase Trump boutonnieres. I coined the phrase ultraviolet lions, coined the group blue lions, green. I'm starting all the multicolored rainbow lions societies. Um, Started the Church of Judas, opened the Church of Judas for Jesus and Judas to replace all patriarchy, Christianity, war, and Trumpism. Opened the Fairy Liberation Front to liberate all fairies everywhere, human fairy interface. Did the Pillar Revolution to overthrow all tyrants from bed. I did the Peace Pipe Party, Peace and Pot, the anti-Tea Party, opposite of the Tea Party. Okay, do we have any humans in chat? Any main characters in chat? Yeah, it was fun. That was great. Like, having a good time does not excuse you from being political. This is why Emiru got canceled today, dude. You're sitting around, I'm from Ghana, I don't need to be political. No, you need to be fucking political. You need to be anti-fascist in Ghana, or they're coming for your country too. Like, you have a lot more comfort if you feel like you cannot be political. That's all the reason why you can be political, because you have the comfort of distance. You have a buffer. Dude, I didn't wrongfully ban you. I put you on a 10-minute mute. Most of these people, if I'm bothered muting you, I'm muting you for 24 hours. I guess I should have put you on a 5-minute mute so you wouldn't have had to bother go getting your second account. Thanks, Danny Jesus. Like, all I really say are true things. Like, I kind of have a fairy nature that makes it impossible for me to say things that aren't true or that I don't believe are true. So when I say Emiru will probably get kidnapped because her OnlyFans, Emiru's OnlyFans, are kidnappers, like, that's just math. That's just like when you have an audience where you're cultivating a kidnapping club, and that kidnapping clan club decides to kidnap you, like, you shouldn't be surprised. And we got this dumbass FBI who's helping thousands of kidnappings every day. They're apparently helping the kidnappers of Nancy Guthrie. Even the most high-profile kidnapping, the FBI are helping the kidnappers, not the family. They're targeting the family. They're trying to make the family look like, just like they did to Renee Nicole Good's widow. They harassed and tried to charge Renee Nicole Good's widow. But Tyler Robinson's girlfriend, imaginary furry trans girlfriend who goes to another school, just disappeared. Do you remember the FBI on a meth bender? Cash was changing Tyler's roommate's gender while they helped the Groypers get away. No, dude, Emiru's not going to be fine. Emiru's getting, first of all, canceled. Emiru's secondly getting dragged. Like, people are going to pile on. Like, I'm talking about Emiru. I only heard about her 2 times before today. And we're doing a whole ass live stream. And it's activating people who even knew who she was. You see what I'm saying? Her career's over. She's not going to be able to stream for incels and Nazis, Like, people will check her chats and track them down, and then there'll be less and less people there. Her career's over, okay? Her OnlyFans are kidnappers. Emiru's OnlyFans are kidnappers. So what does it do? It puts Emiru on OnlyFans, like really on OnlyFans. So people that's all they liked about her anyway, get to see more of what they liked about her. And it makes space. All of her audience can go to the millions of other hot streamers. It frees up a lot of audience for millions of other hot streamers. So you don't have to watch a hot streamer just because she's hot and she's a fascist. You can watch a hot streamer who's hot and anti-fascist. So all this shit backfires on them. If she just pretended to be a normal person long enough to condemn kidnapping, she can't do that because she's a Nazi. But if she pretended to be a normal person long enough to condemn kidnapping, none of this would have happened. Instead, all of her fan base, except for the kidnappers, she's going to reduce her fan base to kidnappers only, who will one day kidnap her, unless she, makes a better living on OnlyFans, and then she won't have to do that. But again, it's thanks to porn and being able to salvage an audience or trade one audience for another audience that she'll be able to continue. Thanks, Skippy. If you weren't a Nazi, I would take that as a compliment. Yeah, I'm Super Mario Bros. Luigi. The way of the path you are headed ends in your own device. Well, guess what? In spirit, e-gaming, that's everyone. Dude, Emiru is not going to be fine, though. Okay? You're a gay Nazi. I know. I know you're a gay Nazi. If you were openly gay, if you were more openly gay, you'd be less of a Nazi. Okay? You don't really come across as that gay all the time. But if you just lean into your gayness, you'll be less of a Nazi. Just be an openly gay person. No, we're gloating about Emiru getting canceled. We're gloating about my curses working. We got, a NASCAR driver and his family. We got a MAGA congressman. Now we're canceling Emiru. We're doing pretty good. We're batting 1,000. Why are you the wizard from Oz? Okay, I'm Ozite myself. I'm literally from Oz. But you call yourself the wizard from Oz. And yet you say things like, can I watch? You don't want to sleep with my wife. She's got bad hemorrhoids. My wife has a penis. Oi, oi, oi. Cult of the strawberries. I thought it was a watermelon, but I think you might be right. It might be a strawberry. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Hold on. Stop talking, everybody. Oh, never mind. I thought I needed to read a comment, but Oz, Australia. That's why you're a fascist. Yeah, I was reading the Wizard of Oz's comments. He said his wife has a penis. Mike Hunt's wife can just fuck off. I don't want to have sex with you, Mike Hunt's wife. I don't think you're Mike Hunt's wife. I think you're Mike. Dude, people don't even care about a nickel. They just canceled pennies. But more important than that, we canceled Emiru. Well, I'm from Oz, the fairyland of the future, where there's no money and no war. I'm from Oz, where TikTok is from. I'm from Oz, like the Lion and the Tin Man and the Scarecrow. I come up with original stuff all the time. I came up with automatic citizenship for everyone ICE contacts and compensation. I came up with life in prison for all ICE and all their enablers, including commenters, Emiru, etc. I came up with Trump Putin or Space Force in the streets, flat earth in the sheets. That's one of the funniest things that's been said about the entire Trump administration, and lots of funny things have been said about the Trump administration. But I came up with about 10 years ago, Trump Putin are Space Force in the streets, flat earth in the sheets. Check out the hashtag Space Force in the streets, flat earth in the sheets. I probably didn't use it as a hashtag when I originally did it. Okay, you want to send your wife to America? You can send your wife to America. Trump Putineers or Space Force in the streets, flat earth in the sheets is really good. It perfectly describes you, your Trump Putineers. It perfectly describes how you're contradictory and liars all the time. Trump Putineers or Space Force in the streets, flat earth in the sheets. It also perfectly describes how you are sexually impotent and worthless, how you're all incels. You're flat earth in the streets. In the sheets. You're Space Force in the streets. You're acting like you're all shit in the streets. But in the sheets, you're flat earth. You're nothing. Sorry, it's just Trump Putineers in chat. So we're going to promote Kat Abughazaleh, reported for laying and spreading hateful speech. Funny how that works. It doesn't work, dude. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Dude, it doesn't work. What does your report do? Jack shit. Get fuck cunt. I hope I see the fall of everything you think you're about, dumb bitch. You know what I'm going to do? Inspire e-gaming. I'm going to go to your channel, because you probably have gaming content on your channel. You fucked up, okay? Inspire e-gaming. I'm going to your channel, but I'm going to go ahead and report your comment. Hate speech. We're going to keep reporting your comment for a while. Let's see if I can get your channel banned before you get my channel banned. Dude, they ain't going to do shit. It's just fun. I'll report your comment because you reported me, and that will help them see that you're just a report and troll. Promotes terrorism. Let's get you for harassment and bullying. Let's get harassment and bullying. Let's get you for suicide. Let's get you on suicide. Let's get you for suicide real quick. Let's pin the message. We'll get you for suicide, self-injury. There we go. Let's get you for suicide a few more times. You can only do it once, but I can do it 10 times. Report for suicide. I guess if you try and fail. Report for suicide. Oh, let's also report for misinformation because you called me a dumb bitch. Report for misinformation. Show comment. Oh, I guess pinning it showed it. Yeah. What do you think is the MAGA endgame? Thank you, Salmon. Thanks for asking a real question. Sorry about all the Nazis in chat. The MAGA endgame is to destroy America. Think about it. Who runs MAGA? Putin. Who runs Trump Putiners? Putin. Putin runs Trump Putiners through Trump, but Putin, Daddy Vladdy, runs the Trump Putiners through Donica Patinsky, his little bitch, Putin's puppy. Biden called Trump Putin's puppy to his face in front of 53 million people. I don't have a single post, fuck tweet. Yeah, Inspire e-gaming doesn't have a single post. So how is he going to inspire anybody by e-gaming? He joined a year ago and has 8 subscribers. Yeah, obviously you don't have a single post. I won't bother going to your channel. You saved me some time. Thank you. I'm sorry. So the end game of Putin is to destroy America. Sorry for getting distracted. Putin's always wanted to destroy America ever since we destroyed USSR. So Putin's trying to destroy America. Let me just ban this one fucking racist piece of shit. Actually, I'll just shut down the live because we're almost done anyway. Yeah, you should give up all your mates to get out of trouble, Wizard from Oz. You should go ahead and turn the have one viewer. Dude, it says 0 viewers. You know what that means? That all 4 of you who are commenting do not count. You're the lives that do not matter. We have mathematically verified that MAGA lives don't matter. All 4 of you are commenting at the same time, and Net and YouTube is showing 1 person. Probably not any of you. Yeah, now it's saying 0. But you're all just commenting. Good job leaving. That's all we wanted. That's all anybody ever wanted was MAGA Nazis to leave. Still waiting for a painting stream. And who is Emiru? Emiru. I don't know. I can't, now that you said Emiru, I can't remember her real name. Emiru. Oh, you're a human. Yeah, you're the human. Thanks, Salmon. Did I answer your question? Putin wants to destroy America. Putin's captured our Supreme Court. He's captured our presidency. He's captured half of our Congress, or a little more than half of our Congress. It's just Putin. They're all traitors. Once we execute them all for treason, things will be better. So we impeach, remove, execute. We're only gonna, but I can see that being the motivation. Yeah. So what we're gonna do, our motivation is anybody who supports Trump, traitor, execute. Okay? We're only going to support politicians who make the number 1 priority: remove, impeach, remove, execute. It's a 3-stage process. Impeach, remove, execute. Life in prison for all ICE agents and all their enablers, including FBI. Life in prison / execution. If it rises to the level of treason, it's execution. If it doesn't rise to the level of treason, just life in prison. So all MAGA, like this loser in chat, this guy who keeps typing Nick Gurr in chat, you know, that guy, he goes to prison for life. The prison companies, you know, Wizard from Oz, we go get his criminal ass down from Australia. We throw him in prison. You see? Don't think we're not coming for you just because you're in Australia, you dumb bitch. Dude, this is a worldwide revolution. Yeah, I read your comment and said the N-word, you dumb fuck. Wow, you tricked me. You didn't trick anybody. You're just a Nazi. And then you're like, you said the N-word. So Nazis are the ones who will try to shame you for trying to pretend that you're like them. Their greatest insult is to say, you're like me. See, you're like me. Nazis are total pieces of shit. Nazis are total racist pieces of shit. You're not in Australia. That little fucking cuck wizard from Oz is in Australia. Soft cock. Dude, I'm in the bath talking to Nazis. You're not stimulating. Anyway, anybody who's not a Nazi in chat, oh great, we got a not Nazi in chat. Now, Net and YouTube tried to help protect Trump and Epstein by hiding this comment. So I had to show it. I had to click an extra button to show your comment. But the non-Nazi comment, all the Nazis comments they let show. All the Nazis, racial slurs, Net and YouTube loves showing that shit. But when a not Nazi says, Trump has more pictures with Epstein than he has with his daughter Tiffany. Well, yeah, by like 1,000 times. But look, they hid that comment. All he said was Trump has more pictures. Trump is not a banned term. Epstein wasn't a banned term on YouTube. Trump has more pictures with Epstein than he has with his daughter Tiffany, laughing my ass off. Nothing in that comment should have been censored. The only reason YouTube, Net and YouTube, is censoring that comment is to protect Trump and Putin and Epstein. That's it. And Netanyahu. That's it, dude. That's all the proof the fuck you need right there. What they choose to censor. Sorry about the Nazi spammer in chat. I would have muted him, but we're also shutting down the live, so. You will be pawed. Du wirst gepasht. Gepeischt. Du wirst gepeischt. Translated to you will be pawed. Why'd you say that? Yeah, I opened up the Church of Judas to replace all patriarchy Christianity. Trump. You're going to find out what I did, Wizard from Oz. I'll probably go to your channel. Do you have any content? Let's see. No, you have no content. Never mind, I won't go to your channel. Yeah, that guy is German, and they translated it from German. I can see the original German, too, when I click their profile. I see everybody's, like this guy who keeps spamming Nazi bullshit. His name is Moertei, I think, 575. M-O-E-R, Morteil? Moerteil, maybe. Yeah, I don't need help from mods. Thank you, though. Thank you for the offer. I mean, we could mute him. I can mute him myself, but it's important to see them bragging about being Nazis and kidnappers. So the FBI, when we finally get a real Bureau of Investigation to replace our Timu KGB Bureau of Kidnapping, then they can track down the FBI agents that did not track down these obvious kidnappers. You're the best young live guy. Thanks, Danny. All right. Jack Gabehawk says, Mortel is German Austrian. I send an EUCA report to Google EU. He's going to get a police visit. Thanks. Well done. Jack, Gabe, Hawks, if you like to roll like that, you're going to love my live stream, dude. I trap so many fucking Nazis in here. There's so many fucking Nazis and Trump Putineers. I just curse them. Jack, Gabe, Hawks, I can confirm I am not Austrian nor German. So he's doxing himself. Oh no, he's calling you Jack, Gabe, Hawks. Let me do it. Do anything, dude. You can do anything to these Nazis you want. Moet. Mortel EUCA is worldwide. Yeah, go ahead and sick them on all the Nazis in my chat. Dude, you've got so much work to do. Now that you're here, I really appreciate you being here. Please check out my content. I do make highlights, and the live streams do post, so you can replay the chats. If you want to hunt Nazis, dude, I've had thousands of them in this chat. And I've told them, I'm here, I'm allowing you to speak. So the Nazi hunters, when the Nazi hunters get here, yeah, start with Skippy. Skippy brags about being a Klansman. You can start with Skippy. He brags about being a Klansman. That thing in the shampoo is Mario and a squishable named Winsley, who I think is a watermelon for Palestine and Gaza. So yeah, please do. Like, I will come up with any way I possibly can to repay you. I was here yesterday and was spamming trolls, so thank you. Yeah, if you want to report all these trolls to whatever agencies you can, I think we should be entitled to all of their property. We should get all their property for reporting them, just like when you report drug dealers in America, you can get all their property. Mortel said EUCA can lick me nothing. He's like really triggered by it. So you must have something on him. Well done. Yeah, there was a guy with a swastika as a profile in chat further back. Hold on, I'll go back to him and let you know his name. I'm just going to scroll back real quick to that Nazi. That Nazi. Oh shit! Did he bail? That might have been the. Was that today? I thought it was today that it was a Nazi with the swastika in chat. Dude, we got all sorts of Nazis in here, dude. It's about 90% Nazis because I don't have mods, and the only reason I don't have mods, that might have been a previous chat. It might have been the last live, but yeah, or else he deleted his stuff. Mortail, that's hate speech, cybercrime, and more. Dude, Jack, I'm so glad you're here. Like, I've got so many Nazis. There's this guy, XX Skimmy Swigs. He's always death threatening me. He's a real piece of shit. I made a whole video about him, just a couple, one of my last videos that's not a live stream highlight. Yeah, putting people under citizen's arrest is the next stop. Grab them by the posse. Oh man, I went over an hour. I got to stop it because it went over an hour, but thanks for being here, Jack. You're awesome. And you sound underage. Yeah, but you can take their family's property too. Yeah, you can have mod to check chat logs. Hold on though. Let's do it next time because I got to shut down live. I've gone too long. But come back. All right. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for contacting us. We'll see you soon. Thanks, Jack. You're awesome. You're a hero.